Hi everyone, my name is Tung. I've been looking forward to this live training with you guys. So, this is basically just a training in regards to how to finally lose the weight and keep it off so you can actually feel very healthy, have a fuckload of confidence, and have so much energy to do whatever you want, like traveling, going out with friends, just be a more fulfilled and peaceful person. So, let's just start out with the slides. So, what you will be learning from this training is actually a lot of the secrets that I've been sharing to help myself lose the 60 pounds or 30 kilos in 8 months. And I've also used these tips to actually keep it off for 12 years. So, I'll also share the kind of mindset and the limiting belief that is sabotaging you guys from losing the weight, and also why you are gaining weight back when you've been putting so much work into trying to lose weight in the first place. And I'm also going to share the secrets regards to nutrition and how you can optimize your diet so you can lose the weight but still eating whatever food you really enjoy while losing the weight and also keeping it off. And I'm also going to share with you guys about the fundamentals of how to lift weight correctly, what kind of cardio you should be implementing, and also how many steps and why steps are important to accelerate your weight loss. And also helping you guys understand how nutrition and dieting and also tracking your weight loss is helping you lose weight and also build muscle. So there's a lot of things and exciting things I'm going to cover in this training. So I'll also be very specific in regards to who this training is for. So let's imagine that you are at your heaviest weight ever. You tried every single diet there is out there, the keto diet, the carnivore diet, low carb, soup, dark carb diet, water, fasting, every single diet you've been trying, and you feel so frustrated that you've been working so hard, working out in the gym several times a week, doing a fuckload of cardio, and you go from yo-yo dieting to binge eating. Your health is at risk because of your weight, and it also makes you being a frequent visitor to the doctors because of the health issues you have, and you're also at the risk of getting diabetes or you have heart diseases, or you're actually in the zone where you are having diabetes right now and you have to regulate your medicine to be able to just survive. And this training is also for people who are very aware of not being in great shape can affect your personal life and also professional life. For instance, you are not so confident when you are at work and you talk with clients or doing presentations. You feel like you are not as confident as you could be when you are talking with colleagues, and that also limits your interactions and confidence, which makes you don't want to be as social and go to networking events, and you're missing out on career opportunities. And this training is also for you if you feel like you don't have so much confidence in your body. You look yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see. You are having very lack of confidence when it comes to, for example, going out with people. You feel like you have some barrier that's stopping you from being the person that you really want, and you don't have any energy after you're working, just being on a couch like a potato. And this is really for you if you are awake at night because of you just having a lot of fear in regards to you just being more unhealthy, and you're missing out on so many opportunities with friends, family, going out hiking, traveling, going out with friends, and also the lack of self-belief in yourself. But I'm also going to help you in this training because I'm going to share a lot of the amazing strategies that is going to help you lose the weight and keep it off. So you don't need to be in this miserable state anymore. So let's just go through the my four tips I'm going to share with you so you can get out of this rut. So first of all, I'm going to share what identity is and limiting belief, how your limiting beliefs are fucking your weight loss journey over, like why you are losing weight, but you suddenly gain it all back after putting in years of efforts. It really sucks. And I'll also tell you about the nutrition, the calories and macros, just teaching you about the fundamentals of how to diet correctly so you can actually enjoy the foods that you love so you don't feel like it's a diet. And I'm also going to share how you specifically can weight train correctly, how you specifically can do in cardio, and how many steps you should take every single day to lose the weight as fast and sustainable as possible. And then I'm also going to help you in regards to how you specifically can track your weight loss diet so you can see progress every single week without feeling frustrated that you are hitting weight loss plateau. So this training is going to be fucking action packed. So I'll definitely recommend you guys to just turn off your phone notification. Just put your phone away. Why do you need it if you're going to change your life with this training? So let's just start out with this. So there are two kinds of people in this world. People who have been trying to lose weight for decades. You've probably seen the people who are at the gym, they are working their ass off for 5 times a week, but they're still looking the same. And maybe it sounds like you. I can definitely relate to that because I've been stuck with yo-yo dieting and binge eating for several years, and this cycle just kept me away from losing the weight despite me putting so much effort in. And there's also another people who have been successfully managed to lose the weight and also keep it off for several years. But the key difference between these kind of people are actually they have invested into people who are far ahead of them. You could call them coaches. And these coaches, of course, they are just normal people, but they have some expertise that can help you guys lose the weight and keep it off by teaching you about how they successfully managed to lose the weight and keep it off through dieting and also nutrition and working out and just making it more sustainable without getting the weight back. So these are the kind of people that I really am inspired by. So I definitely want you guys to stick around if you just really want to lose the weight and you don't really want to rely on other people on in regards to help or invest a fuckload of dollars so you can keep relying on these trainers. I don't want you to do that, but I definitely want to help you trying to understand the fundamentals of how to weight track correctly and what to eat so you can create your own workout and meal plans, eating whatever foods you love, but also track your own progress every single week so you avoid these plateaus. And I really also want you guys to improve your health through dieting and nutrition so you can have so much confidence, not only at work when you're talking with clients and doing presentations, but also when you're in your personal life. Let's say that you're talking with your spouse, the kind of energy you're bringing back at home just exudes from you, and people around you in your network is feeling very much inspired by you as a person, and that motivates other to do the same things, just take more changes in your life. But this is definitely also for you if you want to have a fuckload of energy, not during the work only, but also after work. But to be honest, so many people they've been struggling with work energy after work. They just feel like they are just tired as fuck and just want to lay on the couch and just watch TV. You can do that sometimes, but eventually it's just getting bored. And if you have so many things that you want to accomplish in your life, you also have to have the right energy to be able to do that. And I also want you to be real with me that if you are already at a healthy weight and you have achieved the physique that you really want, you are not struggling with losing any weight and you actually want to gain weight, man, you gotta pack your things and go away because this is definitely not for you. And if you think that you want some quick fixes like weight loss pills, like some injections to lose weight fast, or you expect to lose 30 pounds in a month, I'll also tell you straight up, you're going to you're going to gain weight back if you lose the weight because I've seen it all over the time. And you can also try to just do it and then come back to me and say, you fail. And this is also not for people who have not felt this the frustration of binge eating, yo-yo dieting for several years, and you have not tried so much. If you are already at the beginning of your weight loss journey and you've not tried a lot of things in regards to dieting and failure, this is also not for you. And it's also not for you if you're not prioritizing your health because you just feel like you are in a place where your health is all good. So you don't need to take excessive action on trying to change your habits and also trying to become more healthy through losing weight. So this is definitely not for you. And if you feel like you're in a place right now in your life where you don't feel the urgency to make any change, where you feel like you are actually just feeling okay with where you are, you could wait 2 5 years to lose weight, and being being at the weight of you right now is not going to change anything in your life. You're not missing out on anything. You should definitely leave this masterclass right now because you shouldn't waste your time listening to me. And you should definitely also leave this masterclass if you are so resistant in regards to getting any advice and feedback from others. If you feel like what you're doing right now is working for you to lose weight and you're not open to taking in at coaching from me, for example, you should also leave this. And this is definitely also not for you if you feel like you are not prioritizing or want to dedicate time to lose weight, being disciplined with this because you feel like you have so many things going on in your life that makes you feel like this is not a priority for you. And if you want to just build a skinny, lean body without any muscle or have any aesthetics, this is definitely also not for you. So I just want to make sure that the people who are listening to this masterclass are the people who urgently need what I can share as advice because these are also the most successful people because they are actually the implement takers. People who are just listening, information gathering, they are not getting any results. Okay, and I definitely also want you guys to stay to the end because I'm going to share a lot of great advice for you guys because you've been stuck for several years. But before I share anything with you guys, I also want to tell you a bit about who I am and also how I specifically can support you guys because I've been through a lot in order to change my body and lose the weight and keep it off. So let's just go into a quick story time. So if you see in these pictures here, in 2012, I was at my highest weight ever, and I've been struggling with losing the weight for so many years. Fuck, I remember when I've been trying all the kinds of keto diet, the carnivore diet, the low carb diet. I tried water fasting for several days, made me nauseous. I've also been trying to just eat meat and nothing else, or only drink juice. But as you probably know, it just makes you feel like you are missing something. It's not if it feels not sustainable for you. And by doing these kind of yo-yo dieting where I've been losing a couple of pounds and gaining it back, it definitely just left me frustrated and having a lot of lack of confidence. And I felt like I needed to change because being overweight definitely impacted my health in a way that when I was going to the doctors been telling me to my face that if I just keep doing what I'm doing and gaining weight, I'll just get diabetes and have a lot of heart problems. And I definitely didn't like that. Maybe you can resonate with me that if you've been an athlete for most of your life with just enjoying playing soccer and running, but because of the weight gain, that just makes you feel like out of breath and it frustrates you a lot because this is not who you are. So I was just fed up with this, and as you can see, I reached a point where I just said, "Fuck this! I just really want to do something right." So I invested into the national champion in Denmark. Him teach me for 6 years how to lose weight and keep it off, all the strategies. So, for example, see here on this picture where I was at my heaviest, and after implementing his advice, after 2 months, I lost 20 pounds. I've never lost so much weight before. I was over the moon. And to the next slide, you can also see that. when I didn't have so much confidence, I was overweight. It just made me realize that I had more sick days at work, and when I was talking with clients at work, I didn't feel energized to present make the presentations, and I also just felt like life is definitely too short to just be not the best version of yourself. And after the 6 month, I lost the 40 pounds, and you can see here where my abs and my muscles are very defined because of the way I was dieting. And I was okay satisfied with what I was seeing, but I definitely also wanted to get more ripped and build more muscle. So what I did was winning on a lean bulk phase where I was adding consciously more weight on, specifically more muscle mass. So you can see I spent like 4 weeks on that until I hit a mark where I was big enough. So I went on a mini diet, and this is the right results of me. So as you can see, I've achieved a tall muscular body for myself, and I kept it off for 12 years. And these are also a lot of the strategies I'm going to share with you guys today. So the results of me losing all the weight, I got more toned muscular. You can see like in this picture, I have a fuckload of energy to just go hike and travel. I am able to wear clothes where I feel comfortable in. I feel proud taking pictures with ladies and just with friends going out. So now I'm just also pumped that I'm able to share advice that also works for others to lose the weight. But to be totally upfront, I'm just a normal dude. I just tried a bunch of things until I just found what worked for me. And that's why I'm so grateful that I've been going through this shitty period in order to have this advice that can help you guys now. So that's mainly just how it looks like from start, 6 month, 8 month. And these are some of the ladies I've been helping, but I also want to get into that later. But what you can see is this person here, she had a lot of great things to say, which I'm very humbled by. So she said that she stumbled upon my Facebook page. She was so impressed by the results, and after she invested into my course, and 3 months later, she is the amazing shape of her life. And she never felt like the workouts were too boring because I always managed to shift up her training schedule. So she went from not working out regularly to consistent 6 times a week. And of course, I had to motivate her a lot, but because I wanted to push her. But at the end of the day, the praising was just helping her to keep pushing even though things were hard. And I was also making sure that her meal plans was organized so she could eat whatever she wanted. And she also told me that she'd been very grateful that I could answer all her questions in depth. So there was nothing guesswork for her. And I've been through this journey through myself, so that's why she trusted me. But so I'm just very excited to share this weight loss guide with you, and just imagine how much it can change your life in a year. So you can just imagine that this is your fast pass in Disneyland to get to the front line. So let's start out with the first step. This is identity and limiting belief, and why identity is so important, and why it can fuck over your weight loss journey. So let's just start out. So why is identity so important? So for you guys, you have to understand that identity is just the self-image that you have around you and what you're communicating to people you are talking with, and also how you are coming, how your personality is coming across when you're talking with people. And you can also just think about that you've lived a maybe 20, 30 years, and whatever you experience in your life have been influence how you are viewing yourself today. And it can also have a lot of unconscious ways of you binge eating and yo-yo dieting, and I'll get into that later. But for example, many people just think that in order to lose weight they just need to follow a diet plan or also workout plan. But I also have to remind you guys that why is there so many people in this world who are still overweight, why is there only a handful of people who are in the gym who look incredible? It's not there's not enough personal trainers because there's almost too many. It's not because there's the lack of information on the internet, nothing at all, but it's because people are thinking the same way. So if you are thinking in the same way like 90% of the other people in the world, you're just getting the same results. But if you do what only 10% of the people are doing, like the five people in the gym who are looking extremely confident, toned, and muscular, if you do what they are doing, you're going to get different results. So that is like a shift I have to make sure that you understand. So why do you want to develop your identity and why the fuck is that related to weight loss? So there are a lot of advantages when it comes to a strong identity. Let's imagine that you picture people that you really want to attract. Let's imagine that you feel like Cristiano Ronaldo is your idol. He's my idol. And also Leonardo DiCaprio. They are very competent in their work. They are fun. They have a lot of charisma. And they also have a lot of social power. Not social power in the way that you are like forcing others to believe in you, but it's more like they're inspiring because of the way they are influencing other people through how to be more healthy. And if you are someone who feel like these are the kind of people you also want to aspire to, you feel like they're inspiring. So you can think, how can your social circle get more valuable? If you are confident, confident comes from being competent. So if you're very competent in whatever area, for example, you are very confident in losing weight or fitness, you are amazing at working out and dieting, and you could teach other people how to do that, that automatically makes other people think, wow, he has a lot of value. I would love to be a part of his social circle. Or if you're a very competent public speaker, a lot of people would pay to get in your social circle, like be in attending your live events, your audience, because you have a lot of value. So just picture yourself, who do you want to be and how you can change how people are looking at you. If you're someone who have a lot of confidence and credibility in regards to how you can help other people, it just automatically makes people think different of you. And you also get a lot more confidence because you feel like a sense of strong identity that you are someone who is valuable and can help other people. And you're also going to live a much better lifestyle because if you're someone who's very active, you're very passionate about what you love, and people are paying to talk with you, or not always paying you, but actually just want to be with you because you are providing so much help to others, great tips. You can travel a lot of places, you can hang out with people who have a lot of things in common with you, and you feel like your deservedness is just heightened. That if you are not putting yourself out in the world where you don't do a lot of things, you're not changing anything. But if you're seeing that people are very responsive, positive responses to, for example, you teaching them of music. For example, you're a music teacher and you're really good at it, and there are a lot of people who find value in the kind of way you are teaching music. You feel a sense of pride, and when you feel a sense of pride, it makes you realize that you deserve better things. And if you are losing a lot of weight and you get a lot of positive reaction from women, from men, you get promotions because of you feel so confident. You feel like you want to uplevel your whole life with buying greater clothes that fit you better. You want to go to better vacations, you want to go out eating better foods. Yeah, and so I also want to help you guys understand what limiting beliefs are and how it from a young age can impact you, your identity in a way that you're not thinking about it, but it's actually shaping you in a way that is more is yeah, it impacts you a lot more than you are actually aware of. So, quick story. When I was young, I was very overweight. I was bullied all the time, and that led me to have a lot of low self-esteem. It affected me in a way that when I was playing soccer, I was more shy in regards to stepping in front and doing a tackle. I was not so social. I was not speaking up when I was out with friends because I was afraid what they would be thinking about me. And when I was talking with women, I was also too shy to just talk about anything because I thought they would reject me because people would just keep bullying me because I was just overweight. In regards to work, I'll just try to work, and sometimes I didn't want to take too many chances in regards to trying new things. I just wanted to do the same things. And yeah, I also want you guys to understand that limiting beliefs are so important because maybe you've been trying to lose a lot of weight, but your mind has just always been the same person. And when you're seeing some success in losing weight, you feel like you are not deserving of that success. So, what is sabotaging in you is the old belief that is making you feel like you're still that fit person. You don't deserve to lose the weight. So, what you unconsciously do is that you are eating back the calories and gaining the weight back because you want to get back to your old self. And also, if you have a lot of people in your network who is not supportive of you, they'll just also make you realize that it can impact you in a negative way that you don't want to continue trying to lose the weight. And I also want to share some exercises because limiting beliefs are just something that can stop you from losing weight, but it's not who you are. It's just a lot of small stories people are telling you that probably not is the right thing. So by understanding these limiting beliefs, you can actually rewrite the narratives you have around yourself, and you can develop an identity that you feel like you're deserving, and you can rebuild the identity of yours to be the person that you want to be while you're losing weight. So you also have to have an end goal. So first of all, you have to understand what kind of people do you want to be with. When I was starting out, I was thinking that I want to be just like Cristiano Ronaldo, someone who is so competent in regards to an area like soccer. I was I was loving soccer, but I also like fitness. So I just thought, how can I be someone who is inspiring? So I could just start looking at fitness models who are in amazing shape, who went through a weight loss journey, and they were also learning a lot of nutrition advice and working out. So they will be studying these things to be competent. And what are the most important qualities they have in regards to everything? They look very toned, muscular. They have healthy, good skin. They were very confident, and they were also very calm when they were talking with people. So also calm and confident body language. So these are the aspects that if you want these, you have to study these. So I was studying body language, how to be confident, and where do these people actually go? So these people, they are actually going to, for example, networking events, fitness, gyms. So there's also a lot of communities where these people are. So you can actually just go to the gym and just talking with them and just some small talk to get to know them better. Or you can just try to Google online where you can see what kind of interviews they have and what they are telling you. And how can you become a better person, an important person in this social circle where they are socializing? Let's imagine that you're a guy who really wants to date and you feel like women who are into sport are really attractive and fun. So what you can do is you can maybe get an identity where you are a dance teacher because you like women who are into dancing. So you are someone who have a lot of value and you can share, you can help them in some way. Not you are helping them because you want something from them, just being go on a date with them because you get a lifestyle where you are actually immersing yourself, being a person of value. So not only are you getting a lot of dates, but you're also getting a lot of friends who have the same passion, just like you. Life is just better when you are doing that. Yeah. So that's what I want to say in regards to that. And it's also very important for you guys to understand why you have to break down these limiting beliefs of yourself. For example, if you have a lot of limiting beliefs that you, for example, an Asian, like myself, that Asian people don't deserve recognition. They are very shy. That was also some of the belief that helped me back in my past because I was seeing a lot of the Asian people in my community who were only working at factories and they didn't have a lot of aspirations for themselves. But when I was looking into the media, I saw a lot of other Asians who are very successful in like banking, like actors, they were musicians, and that made me believe, damn, maybe that's not who I am, like a shy person, maybe it can be someone else. So maybe if you've been told by your parents or your friends, old loser friends who've been telling you that you are a loser and you're not good at that and that maybe shape your current identity. But do you really believe that is who you are? Because these people are telling you. Maybe you have an inner dream that made you believe maybe I'm actually someone who could aspire to be someone great in regards to acting. So you don't have to believe what other people are thinking about you. In regards to avatar building, so if you have to grade yourself in regards to from 1 to 10 who you really want to be, and when you are only a 5, that makes you really believe that you need to work on yourself. A 10 is the top, but you wouldn't be here if you are 10. So you have to understand what is holding you back from becoming a 10. Maybe you don't have any supporting you right now when it comes to lifting weights, so you can just seek out people who are in amazing shape and they can push you to become better. And what are the first impression people you are giving to people around you? Maybe you're very shy, so maybe you can work on that. And are people really seeing who you want to portray yourself as? If you're someone who wants to portray yourself as confident, how can you become more confident? Showing that to others. You could have more confident body language. For example, you can change your tonality, be more confident, and talk more slow. I also want to share some testimonials because these two women they have been following my advice, and you can see from the pictures week 1 to 12. This client lost a fuckload of weight using my strategies and she became more confident. She got several work promotions. She also got a boyfriend. She was very happy with that. And this client of mine, she has been for years trying to get back to her old body, but she didn't know what she was doing. But with my help in 12 weeks, she finally got back to her dream body and also looking much better. And she also got more promotions from work because she was just feeling more confident and have more energy to put in to work. And she was also eating foods that were supporting her in regards to having more energy. So that's really great. And now I want to talk about nutrition and macros and why nutrition is so vital for you guys to lose weight and keep it off. So you have to understand there's a lot of psychology aspect when it comes to nutrition. Like you have to think yourself as a pro athlete. If you are not understanding what kind of things you're putting into your body, you will automatically feel a lot more sluggish. You don't have energy to work or do anything after work. You're procrastinating when it comes to working out because you don't have so much energy you want to put into that. Your boss is maybe going to fire you because you have so many sick days and your low self-esteem. So these are a lot of disadvantages of not being aware of your nutrition and how to properly fuel yourself. By understanding what to eat, how to eat, and how often, you will actually have fuckload of energy. You will ooze of confidence, being able to perform at your best at work, getting the promotion that you want, and also have a lot more energy after work. And you don't have so many sick days, which is just a win-win situation. So when you are trying to lose weight, you have to start with the basic, which is maintenance calories. So this is mainly just the many amount of calories you need to maintain your current body. And I have a calculator here. This is the link where you can just click and you could just type it into Google, where it basically just gets you to this page where you're just typing in your age, gender, height, weight, activity, and your goals. And through that, you'll figure out your maintenance calories and also a breakdown of the macronutrients. Let's say a high protein diet is beneficial for you guys because you're going to lose weight much faster, you'll reduce your appetite, you'll build a lot more muscle, and having more muscle helps you ramp up your metabolism and you'll also burn a lot more fat. For instance, if you ramp up your metabolism, you can go up to losing burn 100 calories or 200 calories more each day because of that. And if you have high protein diet, it makes you feel less hungry and also you're craving less food, such as a lot of people are struggling with yo-yo dieting. So that definitely also helps reducing the yo-yo dieting and binge eating at night. And you'll also get a lot more fast recovery because you're just fueling your body with the right nutrition, like you're breaking down the muscle tissues, and through rest and recovery and higher protein, there's a higher chance of you recover faster. So I also want to go into some protein sources that you'll be wise to choose from, since protein sources, there are different kinds of protein sources. So there are fast digestible protein sources like whey protein that you usually consume after working out because you've been depleted your glycogen stores, and also you need fast protein sources because you've just been working out and depleting yourself and you're in a state where the protein synthesis just requires you to fuel yourself with enough nutrition so you can build so much muscle mass as possible. And this is a great window for you guys to get the right nutrition. And that's also lean ground meat, turkey bacon is much better than regular bacon because of it's more lean, less calories, and canned tuna. That's like some of the protein sources with the most protein. So this is a stable in my weight loss journey or just overall diet. And eggs, liquid eggs, skinless chicken breast, and also make sure that whenever you're weighing something, it should be in a dry state because if you're weighing food in a cooked state, the nutrition is just different. So when people are bitching about they're not losing weight, it's mostly because they are not weighing the foods correctly. And I also want to talk about high carb diets and the benefits of that. So it's just going to help you improve your athletic performance. Like, let's imagine that you want to run for a marathon and you don't have the right fuel, just like a car. If you want to go for a road trip, you have to put in gas, and carbs are mainly just like the gas that you're putting into your body, and it's slow digestible. So you have the release of the carbs is going to be slower and you'll have more energy to work and work out, and you'll also sleep much better and have a lot more focus at work because of you are fueling your body with the right nutrition, and you'll also sleep better. And there are two categories of carbs: simple and slow digestible carbs. So that could, for example, be simple carbs like sugar, it could be cake, it could be white pasta. They are easily digestible. It spikes your sugar levels, and you're not feeling so hungry when you're eating that. So maybe after an hour, you're hungry again. But if you're mixing that with complex carbs, they are more digested slowly. They are a great combination because if you know that you're going to work for 5 hours or you're not getting any food, slow digestible carbs like oatmeal in the morning or whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread is going to sustain your energy levels for a longer time. So these are some of the, there's also sweet potatoes and veggies. So it's good to just have a combination of simple and slow carbs for you guys to have more energy and feel fuller for a longer time. And of course, stick to 20% fat, and carbs should be 35, 40%, and protein should be 40, 45%. But in regards to the fat that comes from your calories, I always recommend making sure that max 20% of fat, because if you are eating foods that are lower in calories, you can get, if you're eating foods which are low in fat, you can also eat more foods, you can get more calories from that in total. And it's also helping you lowering your cholesterol levels. So if you are, for example, eating carnivore diet and you eat too much fat, it's just fucking up with your cholesterol levels and your doctor is bitching about you. And regards to fiber in your diet, so if you are trying to lose weight and you're in calorie deficit, you'll definitely feel hungry, but that's just a natural part of it. But by understanding the power of fiber in your diet, you can feel fuller for longer between the meals. You don't think about food so much because you're just feeling fuller. And it also reduces the risk of you binge eating because you're not feeling hungry. A lot of people are struggling with the binge eating late at night because they just feel hungry for some reason. And yeah, 20-40 grams of fibers is advisable for you guys. Yes. So from what I've shared with you guys is a lot of the things in regards to nutrition. So we should have been laid the foundations to lose weight right now. And to tell you guys about what a calorie deficit is, that's mainly just you eating less calories than your body needs to maintain its weight. So if you are eating less calories than what your body needs, you will automatically tap from your fat resources and you'll burn fat as a result of that. And your maintenance calories, let's imagine that is 2000 calories. You reduce that to 200, so your calories is 1800 calories. And you eat that for 2 weeks because in order for your body to register a calorie deficit, you have to follow a calorie deficit diet for a prolonged amount of period in order for your body to burn fat. You're not losing fat over a day or 2 days. It takes a longer time to reduce body fat overall. And after you figure that out, we want to create a high protein diet for you. And how you specifically do that to create your own meal plans, you go to MyFitnessPal, you create an account, premium subscription, you just type in these informations here so you can go to the nutrition goals. Afterwards, you type in the calories and the macros you need. And through that, you will just figure out how it looks like. For example, mine starting calorie deficit is 2600. And here is the protein. This is 45 protein percent, 20% carbs, 40% carbs. But this is in grams. So you can see if I made meal plans, I've already eaten for this amount of food, and you can see the bar here is almost filled. So I'm like 50% consumed the amount of protein I have. And there's also an amazing function that is called recipe discovery, where you can find all kinds of recipes that you can pick from pre-workout, post-workout, breakfast, high protein meals. So you don't need to make your own meals. You can just have a library of amazing meals you can choose from. And there's also ingredients list, shopping list. There's also how to prepare the foods. And of course, it's only available for people who are in English speaking countries. So if you are like in India, you just have to go to your phone settings and pick English as you will automatically update your MyFitnessPal, being able to go to this version and get access to recipe discovery. And now I want to talk about step three, which is workout to lose weight. So this workout plan is mainly designed for you to create as much muscle growth as possible because the more muscle mass you are building, the more fat you will burn through that because more muscle mass mainly functions as a catalyst, which is helping you burn more fat each day, more calories each day. And what we want to understand is something called mind muscle connection, which is a way to create more muscle fibers where you actually train the muscle. You are not moving the weights. For example, a metaphor could be you are doing bicep curls, but you're swinging your body too much and you're not working the weights. You are just swinging as a motherfucker. So training the muscle where you have low weight and you can feel the muscle being contracted And there's also something called with cardio. The best way to do cardio, in my opinion, is uh, low intensity, steady state cardio where you have some resistance where you're doing it on a cross trainer, stationary bike in the gym because there's resistance, and you do that 20 minutes after working out with weights 4 times a week. And it should be the intensity should be in a place where you have an Apple Watch, you can track your pulse where it's 120, 150. Because if you are not working out intensely, why the fuck are you working out? You're not burning as much calorie, which in a sense is the meaning and the purpose of it. I've seen too many people who are just walking on the treadmill and they're just talking. You have to be on the treadmill. I feel like you are heavily breathing because that's where you will feel like it's intense enough. And in regards to water intake and need, so your body is almost made of 50% water. So you'll also make sure that you have a water bottle, like a shaker, when you are shaking your protein. So you can see how much water you are intaking and drink 3 to 4 liters of water every single day because not only helps it you to have better skin, but looking more youthful, but you also feel less hungry and also ramps up your metabolism and how you are drinking that water. You don't think about it. You just drink it. Like for every meal you're drinking, when you wake up, you drink 1 liter, for example, and you just feel full. And it also reduces the cravings because you're feeling fuller longer and between the meals, and you have a lot more focus. And need that is just all the activity outside of the gym where mainly just going out for walks and you just download an app you have on your phone and you just put in the stats and then it'll just track automatically. And you should focusing on 6,000 steps a day. 6,000, yes. And you should that every single day. Because if you want to lose weight, you have, let's imagine that you want to lose 1 pound of fat, 1 pound. In order to lose 1 pound, you have to create a 500 calorie deficit for a week. So 500 times 7, that is 3,500 calorie deficit. And if you are just eating 500 calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. But if you want to lose 2 pounds a week, you have to create a 7,000 calorie deficit. And through the dieting, you're losing 500 times 7, 3,500. And through your diet with your doing cardio, you're doing your steps, you're losing another 3,500 calories. So in total, this is 7,000 calorie deficit, which in turn will help you lose 2 pounds a week. So it's very much just math. And I already mentioned that my muscle connection is that every exercise you're doing, you should definitely focusing on contracting the muscle and feeling the muscle fibers being contracting, as is a very difficult to master. But the more reps you're doing, the more efficient you will understand how to do it. And that's also the most important tool to build muscle because if you are not contracting all the muscle, if you don't understand where you are, where the muscle is placed, how, if you don't have proper technique, you're not breaking down the whole muscle fiber, the whole muscle. And if you're not doing that, you're not going to build it up through rest and diet. So the muscle is getting stronger. So you have to understand like the how to target the muscle, but also put enough volume to break it down. And then we also have something that's called concentric phase and eccentric phase when you're working out. You can, for example, see this lady here on the left side. She's in the starting position with dumbbell presses. She has a tight core. She has firm positioning. She is in this starting phase where she's inhaling, and then when she's pushing the weight up, she's exhaling for 1 second. That is the concentric phase. And in the second part of the rep, she's breathing in again and then she is exhaling 2 seconds. The reason for that is because that is the most difficult part of the rep where you're promoting, where you experience the most muscle trauma, but also that's where you are promoting the most muscle growth. So that's a win-win. And you heard that I've been mentioned about mind muscle connection, but also ego lifting. So you shouldn't compare yourself with other people when you're working out. Like how if someone's lifting 100 kilo in double deadlift, you shouldn't compare yourself with that. It's more like how heavy the weight feels. So if you feel like 10 kilos of dumbbell is heavy, that's good enough. If you feel like 20 kilos is too heavy and you're not able to do it with the right form, it doesn't matter. So it's better to choose a weight where you're able to like have a good technique and have a better mind muscle connection. And progressive overload, that basically just means that you are increasing the weight every single week when you're working out or every single time you're working out, because you have to understand that in order to push yourself and break down the muscle tissues and building more muscle, you have to overload your body with more stimulus than it's used to. And if you're doing that, you're building a lot more muscle, and you're building a lot more muscle, you are burning more fat. So that's a win-win. And in regards to how to work out correctly, so what I want to share is there's four sets. You warm up, you pick a weight. If you're new to lifting, you have to focusing on a weight, for example, 10 kilo. You have to try it yourself. 10 kilos, and then you perform 12 to 14 reps just to get some blood out in the muscle. Because if you're getting some blood out to the muscle, you are having a better mind muscle connection. And after that, you increase the weight. Instead of 10 kilos, you pick 12 kilos, a little more heavy. This is the first set. And then you just perform that 10 to 12 reps. Let's say that you feel like you can get to 12 reps. That is a sign that you have to push yourself even more. So not 12, but 14 kilos. And then you're focusing on 12 to 10 to 12 reps. If you feel like you are not able to push yourself to 10 to 12 reps and you can only push yourself to 8, that means that you should probably just stick to 12 kilos instead of 14. And then last set, you stick to 12 reps again, 12 kilos again, because it's just the last set and you just want to do your best and you can get down to 8 reps. That's it. And you also have a sports watch with you because you want to time the seconds that you have. You're usually just having 60 seconds rest, because if you are taking longer pauses, the intensity of your workout is not helping you lose weight. The more intense you're working out, maybe you work out 30 minutes instead of 60 minutes, but it's very intense, so you'll see a lot more benefit from working out this way. And benefits, what I mean specifically is you're building more muscle and losing more weight. And yes, so when I want to talk about compound movement and isolation movement, so compound movements are basically just workouts where you are engaged in muscles, several muscle groups, and that's basically just helping you getting better coordination. You are burning a lot more fat because you are engaged in several muscles, and it also helps you being better in your life. Let's imagine that you're doing dumbbell presses. That is the same exercise if you are lifting, for example, something over your head. So if you are increasingly getting strong with dumbbell press, you're also getting increasingly better with, if you say you lift your baby up because it wants to fly, the flying game. So that's some of the benefits. And compound movements, you should just do 2 to 3 exercises because it's the most demanding exercise type. So you always put that in the beginning because you have most energy and you can break down most muscle, more muscle. And isolation movements are basically just after you've been working out 2 to 3 compound movement because you're just feeling tired. And with compound movements, you're usually just, for example, with the bench press, you are targeting the the muscle fibers from front, and when and this is very difficult and demanding. So if you do isolation movement, you are targeting the muscle fibers from the side. For example, if you're doing the incline flies here, and it's helpful to target a specific muscle group. And when it comes to working out, there's a force split I definitely recommend. So it's very important for you guys to breathe correctly when you are pushing the weight away from you. You are inhaling, then you're breathing out 1 second, and then when you're exhaling, you're breathing out 2 seconds because that's the part of the rep which is the most traumatic and promotes most muscle growth. But as I also told you earlier in regards to working out, this is how my workout plan looks like. It's exercises. Here's the link to the YouTube video I'm sharing. Here's the set, 4 sets, reps 8 to 12. Time is where you push the weight away from you 1 second and you lowering the weight for 2 seconds and 90 seconds rep. So WU means warm up set. So you take 16.5 kilos, you perform 8 to 12 reps. You can get down to 12 reps. You increase it to 18.5, but you're not able to perform 12 reps because it's too heavy. You go down to 70 kilos the next time. And then it's basically just it like this. And I also want to share another testimonials of a client of mine who lost a lot of weight by eating food she loved, and she gained a lot of confidence in her body. And she mentioned that she felt like it was the best investment of her because she got in the best shape of her life, and she also feel more healthy and lighter. And I definitely remember the first couple of weeks was very demanding because she broke her wrist, and I felt very sorry for her. But we tried to pull it through by helping her focusing on her nutrition and the amount of cardio and workout she could with one arm. But eventually she got better and she understood how the nutrition and diet definitely helped her decrease her weight. So I'm so proud of her. So the the last step is tracking your weight loss. So if you're not sure where you are tracking what your weight is, you are not going to lose weight because in the end of the day, you're trying to lose weight, but you also have to understand what's the baseline. So you want to lose as much fat as possible while preserving the muscle. And you also want to make it sustainable because you're going to feel hunger anyway. But if you're reducing the hunger as possible, it's going to be more helpful to you. And I want to get into some key principles when it comes to tracking your weight loss. First of all, we have the bathroom scale. Every single Monday, you're weighing yourself after your toilet visit. You don't drink anything, you don't eat anything. You just basically weighing yourself with no clothes on because if you have clothes on, it can affect the scale and it's going to be difficult for you guys to have an accurate weight on the scale. And you also track the weight every single week on a spreadsheet. And you don't want to weigh yourself every single day because most people they're just getting too much caught up in the number, and your weight can fluctuate every single week because sometimes you just eating different kinds of meal plans when also one carb attached is equivalent to 4 grams of water attached. So you can also be aware if you're a woman, you can have your period and you'll also have a fluctuation in your weight because of the period. And you should definitely also take a progress picture because the scale is not showing everything. You can lose weight, but you can also build muscle. But the weight on the scale is not taking that into account. It's only showing you the weight that you have. So maybe you can have lost 300 grams, but you also packed on 400 grams of muscle. So that's difficult. So if you're taking progress picture, you have something to show before and after you've lost weight. So you have someone to help you, for example, your boyfriend. You do it from the front, back, and side, and you have the great lighting on. Because if you have some good lighting on and you do it the same day of every single time, it's just giving you an accurate view of your body and make sure you have the same clothes on. Because if you have too much clothes on, you will not be able to see the difference in your body when you are changing it after 4 weeks of being on a diet and workout plan. So make sure that you have the same clothes on, like sports bra, panties, or if you're a guy, just underwear, that's fine. And you will do that because you will also be review your changes and making sure that if you need to build more muscle or lose weight faster, we can just look at the pictures. And I'll just show you what my clients how she did it specifically from week 1 to 12. So you can see she had the same clothes on, and here she just changed it because she was done. But I was so proud of her. You can see her stomach here, and through the dieting, you can see she lost a lot of weight from her stomach. She's more toned here. Her booty is built more up with glute exercise because she wants to have more muscle on her glutes, and her lower hands are also gone. She has a toned back because she wants to have more muscle on there. And you can definitely just see that she tightened up. And you should also take body measurements because you are not only losing, when you're losing weight, you are of course losing body weight, but you're also losing inches. So sometimes when you're not losing too much weight, you maybe because you are losing inches, and that's just a natural part of it. So a tape measurement is definitely helpful for you guys to start out week 1, you measure yourself. Week 4, you're measuring yourself while taking body pictures. And where you should take body pictures are your chest, waist, hips, upper arms. So these are some of the things you should be aware of. And weight loss plateaus, man, I cannot tell you how many times I've been hitting weight loss plateaus where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but eventually I just figured out what to do. So what I mean was that you are working out so much, you're doing a fuck lot of cardio, you feel like your weight is dropping, but then what the hell is happening? The weight is not budging. So to be all up front, that's just a natural part of it. And the reason why is you are not designed to lose weight, you are designed to survive. And in order for you guys to lose weight, you have to adjust on things for your body to think what the fuck is happening. So if you're changing your steps, your cardio, your calories, your body is just thinking what is happening. So it's trying to adjust and just burning more fat because it's used to one starting point. And when you are switching things up, you're ramping it up even more with your calories, fat burning calories. You're going to burn more calories, what I mean. And yeah, sometimes when you're just eating the same things all the time, you're just burning less calories, and that's just why we want to switch things up. Okay, and so here's an example of how I teach my clients to lose weight from, it's very basic and simple. So here's the schedule I want them to copy paste. Week 1, you put in your weight, you work out 4 times with the plan, work out with the cardio after working out 4 times. Your calories 1800, you figure it out through the macro calculator. Steps 6,000. Note if you're not losing weight, you have to be total upfront. And if you're losing weight, you just keep doing the same things because you shouldn't change anything if you're not losing weight. But if you're not losing a pound a week or 500 grams a week, you should change things up. And what I mean is changing up is, for example, 2,000 steps more, so it's 8,000 steps. Reducing your calories with 100 or 200 calories, so it's 1,600. If you're performing, if you're working out 4 times, work out 5 times, or if you are doing cardio 4 times after working out, you add one cardio session more. So it's just small increment all the time. And I also mentioned that my client, she went from this to this. You already seen that. So I'm so proud of her that she got the promotion because she's been working really hard on trying to lose weight. And this is next is my brother from another mother. He's my one of my best buddy. He lost 30 kilos in 10 months and kept it off for 6 years, and that's also 60 pounds. So when he came to me, he loves playing soccer, but what he was feeling was shitty was he's gotten slow when he was playing soccer because of the weight, and he also felt a lot breathless, and he didn't feel so confident in the clothes he was wearing, and he was wearing more baggy clothes. But after losing the weight, he became so confident. He went on, when he became single, he went on a fuckload of dates and attracting so many beautiful women, also career opportunities. So that's what happens when you're just changing your life. And to be totally upfront, this is definitely not no fan-made theory you're reading on Wikipedia. I've been working with clients for over 10 years, and I know this entire system is working because you just seen from the clients that I've been sharing with you guys. And I've tested this fucking system, and it's proven because you saw my weight loss journey and other clients. And I'm very confident that I'm going to helping a lot of people with this because there's a cap when you work with one-on-one clients. You don't have more hours in the day. So instead of wanting to work one-on-one clients, I can help several people more. And that's exactly why I want to share this strategy with you guys. And if you feel like you're a place where right now where you're thinking, damn, Tom, how do I even start? So I only want you guys to take action when you're actually committed to taking a change. But since you are spending some time on this masterclass today, I assume that you are pumped and ready to make a change. So I'm definitely also very excited for you guys. And you also have two choices right now. So if you're a place right now where you think you just starting your weight loss journey, this is definitely not for you. You just keep doing the fuck what you are doing. But if you feel like you've been trying doing this for your own for 10, 15 years, you're struggling, you're not seeing any results, and you really want a proven path to loosening the weight, I'm the brother for you who can help you because you've seen the results and I've been where you are. And to be totally upfront, there's nothing that's stopping you right now when following the steps. And why not getting help from someone who's been through the same shit as you are right now instead of just dabbling around? I want to remove all the fucking headaches you have no migraine or being frustrated that you're not losing weight. And I don't want you to listen to experts who's not done it what you want. So that's why I've included in my weight loss program, How to Lose Weight and Keep It Off, where I'm taking you from the entire start to helping you understand the fundamentals of weightlifting, nutrition, and limiting belief, and how you can track your weight loss journey so you can eat the foods you love while being able to get the toned muscular body that you deserve. So I put everything in this program because I just really want to be there and support you guys. So why do I do this? Well, for the last 10 years, I've been seeing a lot of things with one-on-one coaches who are meeting their clients every single week. But the problem with that is just they're not always telling the whole picture. They are always relying on the coaches, and after the weight loss journey, the clients are just left with, okay, what should I do now? I only got a plan for this upcoming week. What I want to teach you guys instead is not relying on me, but relying on you, your knowledge you have gained through the process so you can lose the weight and keep it off for good. A metaphor I really love is teach you how to fish, not giving you a fish, because you don't want to rely on me all the time. You just also have to eventually just go on your own and lose some weight or working on other goals you have. And yeah, if you have one-on-one coaching with other people, you are always just waiting. And that's fucking frustrating. And yeah, so I've coming from a long line of experience, years of trying this out and figuring out what works and not all the fucking trends you're seeing on, for example, TikTok with soup diet, carnivore diet. I just want to help you lose the weight keep it off. And I've already seen a lot of results with my clients, and you can see here the before and after pictures. And I'm just curious to know if you want to be the next one because I would definitely encourage you, and I'm very pumped and excited for you. So that could definitely be you in the next time. And yeah. So the what I want to do right now is that I just really want to build a legacy business where I'm just working with clients I wake up and I love and I am inspired to hear about your wins and your journey. And I really want to work with clients who are like, let's go to let's fucking go. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to find a solution instead of just having some bullshit excuses all the time, procrastinating. So, if you want to come in the program, I'll tell you about the process. So, who's this program for? This is for men and women who are the heaviest weight they ever been. They want to lose weight and keep it off. They tried every single fucking diet out there with the carnivore diet, the low carb diet, the keto diet, soup diet, water fasting, you name everything. and you work out your face off 5 times a week, doing a fuckload of cardio. You go from yo-yo diet to binge eating. Your health is at risk because of your weight, and you might already have diabetes or heart diseases, or you're on the verge of having that, and you're aware that if you're not taking any action right now, you just keep prolonging what you're missing out on in your work life. Like you are not getting the promotions you want because you're not confident talking with clients and doing presentations. You're maybe not as social as you want, so you are saying no to a lot of social invitations because you feel not confident in who you are. And this is also for people who hate who they are looking in the mirror, and you don't have any energy after work because you don't know what to eat. Yeah. So if this sounds like you, I'll definitely invite you to apply to book a call with me because I really want to help you. And I've set time for the next 3 days to talk with you to see if I can help you. The call is about 45 minutes, and my whole intention is just inviting you on a call, just have a casual chat on Zoom where I'm learning about your weight loss journey, like what you're struggling with, your goals, and if I think I can help you, I'll explain exactly how, if we are fit to work together in my weight loss program. And if not, I'll just share whatever resource that might be helpful to you. So how you can apply is this link where you just click it. But after the call, I'll just also make sure to put a link in my post or comment section where you can book the call and apply. But I have some days left for you guys to book the call. And if you have any questions, you can just ask me. But to be totally upfront, I wouldn't be here if I weren't investing in people who are there where I want to be because they know the path and I've learned that right now. So that's mainly just it. Thank you for listening.